Hey everyone, this is Dawn. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm glad you're here. Today I'm going to show you how to make a quick card using the August stamp of the month called Teach, Love, Inspire. You can get this set for $5 with any $50 purchase or for free if you're a VIP. So this set has lots of teaching inspired images, and I'm going to show you how to make an everyday card. I'm also going to use the stitched card front and background along with black and white daisy cardstock. I was going to use Seabrook, but I changed my mind. And then I'm going to stencil using the stencil from Stencil Pack 1. And this one has sort of a city map image. And I'm going to use Distress Oxide inks. So this one is Speckled Egg. And all of the colors that I'm using are available from Close to My Heart. So I'm going to cover this whole stenciled area using Speckled Egg. I just want a nice light colored wash for this stencil. It's going to be a background. Okay, so I'm just putting ink all over, and then I'll pull the stencil up, and ta-da! Okay, so now I'm going to trim that down and use the other side to create a wash of color. So I'm going to use Mermaid Lagoon and Salvage Patina. So I'm just tacking it down with repositionable tape just to keep my cardstock from moving around. And I'm just going to put a wash of Mermaid Lagoon down. And then I'll add the Salvage Patina above it and blend them together. Real simple wash. Okay. All right, so I'm going to stamp over this in black ink. But first I want to create a mask. So I'm using another brand, but Close to My Heart makes a masking tape that's 4 inches across. And they also make one that's 1 inch across, and I will link them in the description below. So I'm stamping out this globe image. And along the side, it says Teach, Love, Inspire. And I don't want to stamp those words. I just want the image. So I'm going to stamp it out on the masking paper and then trim out the globe image, leaving just the words. And then I'll place that on my oxide blended piece of cardstock. And so when I stamp, I'm going to block out the words and just get the image of the globe with the floral. Okay, so I'm going to stamp that down. And then I'm going to trim that down to about 2 3/4 inches square. Okay, so there's my globe image, and there are no words on it. And then I'm going to mat that on black cardstock. So we're creating our own colored papers and pattern backgrounds. Okay, so I've got that matted. And I thought I was going to use this new Seabrook, but then I changed my mind. I got enough going on, right? So I'm going to trim down this map stenciled piece to 4 by 5 1/4 inches. And then I'll use the stitch card front and background die. There's 2 dies in the set, and one just creates a stitch line around the card front, and it's an A2 size, so it cuts at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and it has a nice neat stitch line around the edges. So I've got that, and then I'll just layer everything up. So I'll place the black down on my card front, and then I have that stitching, and then my stencil piece goes over it. So before I start assembling, I'm going to stamp my sentiment, and it says "You're appreciated." There's also a stamp in this set that says "Thank you." So you can make basic thank you cards and appreciation cards. They don't necessarily have to go to a teacher. So I'm stamping this out in black ink, and I'm going to stamp it twice just because it didn't seem dark enough the first time. And with the Misty, you can stamp several times in the same place and make the ink darker. Okay, now we can build the card, and it's just simple assembly. I'm going to use Tombow tape runner and just add my black cardstock, and then I'll layer that stencil piece on top of it, leaving that stitched edging around the sides. And then I'm going to pop my little globe piece using some thin foam tape. And then the last step, I'm going to add some silver sparkles. These are glitter gems. Just going to scatter a whole bunch of those around. So I made this one, and then I made another one in other colors, and I'll list everything in the description below. So all of these supplies are now available, and you can get that stamp of the month during the month of August. I appreciate you watching my video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button, and then you'll be able to find all of my videos. And I have over 300 in the library now, so quite a few to look at. I appreciate you watching. Thank you.